Hey World Changers!
Welcome back and welcome to our second message in this series about superheroes. This week's big idea is God helps us become heroes.
Today we're going to talk about an ordinary person, just like me and you, who became a hero with God's help. And his name is Joseph.
Today's Bible story comes from Genesis 37, 2 through 11. This is the account of Jacob and his family. When Joseph was 17 years old, he often tended his father's flocks. He worked for his half-brothers, the sons of his father's wives, Bilhah and Zilpah. But Joseph reported to his father some of the bad things his brothers were doing. Jacob loved Joseph more than any of his other children because Joseph had been born to him in his old age. So one day, Jacob had a special gift made for Joseph, a beautiful robe. But his brothers hated Joseph because their father loved him more than the rest of them. They couldn't say a kind word to him. One night Joseph had a dream, and when he told his brothers about it, they hated him more than ever. "Listen to this dream," he said. "We were out in the field tying up bundles of grain. Suddenly my bundle stood up, and your bundles all gathered around and bowed low before mine." His brothers responded, "So you think you will be our king, do you? Do you actually think you will reign over us?" And they hated him and all the more because of his dreams and the way that he talked about them. Soon, Joseph had another dream, and again he told his brothers about it. "Listen, I have had another dream," he said. "The sun, the moon, and 11 stars bowed low before me." This time he told the dream to his father as well as to his brothers, but his father scolded him. "What kind of dream is that?" he asked. "Will your mother and I and your brothers actually come and bow to the ground before you?" But while his brothers were jealous of Joseph, his father wondered what the dreams meant.
So in his story, Joseph had two dreams: that he would rule over his brothers and that they would all bow before him one day. These dreams were hints of God's plan, but this plan would take a long time to become true.
Sometimes we have to be patient and wait for something, just like Joseph, who was waiting for God's plan to come to pass.
Just like Iron Man, who had to wait and learn how to use his suit so he could fly.
This is gonna hurt. Here's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Or like Spider-Man, he had to learn how to sling his webs.
Learning is an important part of how we grow. God can take us, just ordinary people, and give us power and strength and make us heroes who help others too.
While watching this video we are about to show you, think about some of the ways you can help others while we're all in our own homes during this time.
Hello, superheroes. We're talking about heroes this month. Do you know what it takes to be a hero? Some heroes have superpowers. Some have cool gadgets and gear. Some have super strength. And some heroes are ordinary people who help others and stand up for what's right. Did you know God can help us be heroes too? We won't get superpowers like flying or laser vision or time travel, but God can give us power and strength to get through hard times and fight off the temptation to sin. Sin is anything we do that is wrong. Have you ever been jealous of a brother or sister and gotten into a fight? We're going to hear about someone from the Bible who got a special present from his dad. When his brothers heard of the gift, they became extra jealous. Last month, we talked about a family from the Bible who had twin brothers named Jacob and Esau. Jacob lied and tricked his brother, and it hurt their family. After many years, they saw each other again, and Esau forgave Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons, and one of them was named Joseph. Joseph was special, and his father loved him a lot. He gave Joseph a special present, a beautiful coat that was fancy and colorful. All the other brothers saw it and were jealous. They thought it wasn't fair. Then Joseph did something that made them even more mad. Joseph told his brothers he had a dream where they were all bowing down to him, like he was some sort of king. They were so angry. They decided to trick and kill him. When Joseph went out to the fields far from their house, they were about to kill him. But one of the brothers, named Reuben, told them not to kill him, but just throw him into a well in the ground. Reuben was secretly planning to rescue Joseph later and bring him home. So the brothers agreed. They took Joseph's coat off and threw him into an empty well in the ground. Then they sat down to eat their lunch. While they were eating, a group of people came riding by on camels, on their way to Egypt. The The brothers decided to sell Joseph to the people as a slave, which meant he would have to work for them even if he didn't want to. Then the brothers dipped Joseph's coat in some animal blood and took it home to their father. They lied to their dad and told him an animal ate Joseph. Joseph had awful things happen to him, but God was still with him. Joseph was just a regular person, but he was also strong and brave, and God helped him become a hero. God can give us strength and help us be heroes too.
Okay, so God has a plan for your life, and even though it may take a long time for the plan to unfold, it does unfold daily. And even though Joseph didn't do everything perfectly, God still gave him the strength and the power that eventually saved a whole lot of people. So be patient while we wait and learn how God can make us heroes and help other people too.
Yep. So we've enjoyed this lesson, and we hope that you have too. Now, parents, it's your turn. We will share some conversation starters in the comments. And for all of our older kids who want to come and hang out with us, we're going to share a link for them to hop on and catch up and chat about today's lesson.
We love you all. We miss you all. And keep staying #healthy at home.